All right, HawgNation, welcome to the Other Guy Sports Show. Thank you for joining us this evening. We have a special night tonight as we have the coaches here for the Mighty Javelina football team, and starting here with Coach Battle. Go ahead and introduce your staff here, Coach.
Thank you for having us for sure, guys. Big fan of your guys' work. Been watching you guys for the last, seems like a decade already. But
It's
you guys,
been 10 years already, yeah.
10 plus.
you guys do a good job in bringing the light to the community, bringing our kids to the light. So thank you for everything you guys do for sure. And behind me, we got Gavin Flores, Moses Ibarra.
Coach Lomas, Coach Bettis.
And these are the guys that defensively, make Hawgzilla who they are. Now, Hawgzilla is a term that we've come up with in the past couple of years because, of course, Crystal City football, man, Hawgzilla, it's been one of the standards of just, keeping points off the table for the other team. This year, I think we were at one point, you were at only allowing 16 points per game, which is awesome. Coach Lomas, what do you attribute to that?
Well, to be extremely honest, the kids, the athletes, they, for a while now, we've had a group of kids that bring that physical attribute to the game. There's something about Crystal City kids, and I hear it very, very often, that they like the physicality. And I think that's what, for the most part, separates us from a lot of other teams. They like to hit. They like to get after it.
Fly around.
They like to fly around, and they enjoy it. And the work that they put in, they have a certain mentality that they like to, how can I put it in nice terms? They just like to get after their, and they freaking do it with a purpose. And I've been very fortunate, to have coaches like these guys, Coach Battle, to give insight,
Right.
and give tips, and a lot of other coaches that have helped us along the way. But I think the biggest attribute is just having the kids buy into a certain mentality,
Correct.
and bring that physical attribute to the game.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. I mean, at some points, we're so physical that actually, honestly, I think we got penalized for being too physical at some times. And it's just like, it's not we're trying to be dirty players. It looked violent. That's all it was. That's all it was. And it's not really a penalty. It's a violent hit.
Yeah.
We had to talk to other referees around the area saying, define a pancake to us, because I feel like we're pancaking these kids and we're getting flags. What's the difference? And they were saying that a second delay or something like that, like it looks like.
I think it becomes a discretional call
Right.
on their part.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I think our kids look forward to pancaking the other side, man. So it's like, it is what it is, Bob, but it is 100% up to the referee that's seeing it.
Yeah, that was one of my talks pregame. One of my things I wrote down and talked to the refs about is, give me your definition of a pancake. Give me your definition of a hold. Because every week we get held, and it's either 16-8, 16-18, like the descriptions on calls. It was just kind of, so every week I'm getting a new answer.
Wow.
Every week I'm getting a different crew.
Yeah.
But every week it's same consistent for them.
Right.
But we like the thing we can't dwell on referees and penalties and things like that.
Right.
We just gotta, like you said, we do play aggressive football, and we are gonna play aggressive football. And the only way to win games and go deep and make runs like we did is to play aggressive like we did.
Yeah, and for sure. And not only that, this year we saw so many different offensives this year. And I think that's what we preach here is that Crystal's been battle tested in the sense that they've seen different types of games. We've had to hold our lead or sustain our lead. We have had to come from behind. We've had, a blowout. And so that in itself, does it change the game plan, or is it something you just keep doing what you're doing on that game for depending on the situation?
You don't. I promise you, we don't go in a game plan saying, "Hey, let's get down by 20, and then let's come back."
Right.
I promise you, that's never part of the plan. The plan is to go out and execute and take advantage of every drive and every opportunity to get on the field. Yeah. Every opportunity on offense, we're looking to score, and every defense we're on the field, we're looking for a 3 and out. So the plan is get your 3 and outs and get down the field and score as much as possible. But when it does hit the fan, what you don't want to do is lose your kids in the emotion of looking at the score and clock watching and things like that. So we do preach, hey, we've done it before and we've done it again. If you remember a couple games we were in last year, We were down
Right.
and came back, and a lot of group of those guys from last year were part of this team. So
Right.
it's the mentality we have with these guys, and they know with tradition of culture that we're building, that we're bringing, is we're never out of a game.
Right.
And there's always room for time for us to score.
And,
Yeah.
and we always talk about adjustments that have to be made either on the fly or during halftime. How was it? How hard was it to make adjustment with these kids? It seemed like these kids picked up everything quickly. You're smart kids on defense.
I like to think that being in it, it all depended on the schematic of the game. Of
Right.
If we were up big, we were trying to, as a coaching staff, we were trying to figure out what worked for them because we knew that they were probably going to try to come back to it, so we could kind of solidify and take that away from them for them not to have anything at all. But there was times where we were in close games. Looking back, in the Lido game, we had to make specific
Yeah.
adjustments. But one thing about this group of kids is they never, their minds. Coach Battle does a great job of keeping them, well-rounded, kind of sound, not going crazy at halftime. We get in there, they sit down, they get a little breather, they get their minds right, and then we're able to talk to them, and they're very good at listening. I
Yeah.
think that's the biggest thing, and trusting what it is that we expect them to do.
Right.
And it never fails. About 100% of the time, they always exceed my expectations of how they adjust, how they, and then it's also a pleasure, and it's also, for as a defensive minded guy, and on the defensive side, it's always great when they come off and, hey, coach, I saw this. We talked about it, but now they're starting to do something a little different. So they become like their own little coaches out there, and they communicate it with each other. So, but it's a tribute to how smart they really are. They're a very talented, smart group of kids.
I think so too. I think we saw that a lot, especially Nick Flores, number 4. God, he just moved people around, or kind of like, hey, I've seen this in the film, and he was right there. He always had a key. If anything, he was probably your key guy on defense.
Yeah, he's just like offense, they have their quarterback that
Right.
kind of adjusts, and
Exactly.
he was ours on defense, and he was a big question guy. Practice, film. He would say, "Wait a minute, stop there. You said this, you said that. Okay, this, and of course, they had some ideas too, and I'm always open for things
Sure.
that are going to help us, right?
Right.
And there's times where, coach, I'm not very comfortable with that. Can we do it, this specific way? And whatever helps them be successful is what we're going to try to do.
Yeah, and that's one great thing about the Hogzilla defense. It just seemed like they kept us in a lot of games. I'll be honest, they kept us in a lot of games. The secondary locked it down. It's been one of those great secondaries this year. Like a no-fly zone there. Yeah, and so you had a lot of talent out there. Not only Bobby J there. Unfortunately, we missed him a couple of games, but other than that, you had a great talent.
Felix
And
Luna, Mike
Felix-
Trevino,
Yeah.
Leo Gutierrez. So Eric Garcia kind of got banged up, but he came back strong, and he was a great asset to the team, putting the younger boys where they need to be.
Right.
And they're real coachable. That's probably the best thing about those kids.
And that's one great thing when you can coach some kids like that. They just flourish like that, and it's great. I mean, now let me ask you this: would you prefer zone or man?
It just depends on if we're blitzing. Man.
So-
I prefer to be physical with the receivers. Jam them on the line. Make them work because I know we're gonna get eventually to the quarterback. So.
And this year, the secondary, man, a lot of picks this year, which is great. And not only that, the scoop and scores
Yeah,
also.
that was some fun.
That was fun. That was awesome. And so at one point in the secondary, they were just having fun out there.
Yeah,
They were
yes,
just
sir.
flying around. But great. I mean, to me, it's just an attribute of you guys coaching these kids and getting ready for the Friday night game and stuff like that, getting ready. And not only that, them, just learning, absorbing everything. So great job on that side, on the defensive side for sure.
Yeah, I just want to add that we should have been Hondo.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have been 11.
I was waiting on
11.
that.
Oh,
11
what time is
and
it?
Oh, you
one.
know what? We should have been everybody.
No. Well, technically, we should have been. We were able to come back, and that was gonna be my point. On the defensive side and the offensive side, we were able to make the adjustments and come back. Of course, there was just one one failure that made it a 10-0 season right there. But
Yeah.
other than that, I feel is a tribute to the coaching staff. I think you guys did a hell of a job. I'm super proud, right? When I talk, I'm like, nombre se lo escapó, right? That one guy that just, a penalty, and I'm like, oh, this happened. So it was real situational where I feel they locked out, and it happens in sports. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, a call goes against you, and that can cost you a game, right? So, but I feel that you guys were like a 10-0 team, and I think it came from you guys to the kids. So I was real proud of that situation when they tell me you guys were 10-1. You couldn't be. No, man, we came back on Hondo. You saw that,
without a doubt.
But I think they just got locked out on us. But hey, at the end of the day, let's see who goes by district.
Who's the last one standing?
That's right, and that's something like that. We talked about that new standard that Crystal City football has now, and it's something that these young kids now. Because I got nephews or 8th graders going up, and they're like, man, they want to be part of it. Whatever you guys are selling, they want some, and that's great. That's something that they're locked in. They're bought in, and they're great. Another quick question on that one. I know we talked about secondary linebackers, but man, your front 4 defensive ends and Joseph Avila, and my
Mr.
God.
Pettis.
Who's responsible for Joseph Avila right there?
Coach Flores, he
Coach
trains them up.
Man, that kid had one gear and one gear only, and he went full throttle every single play. And to be honest, to see him, if anybody, he was his worst critic. You know what I mean?
Oh,
He
yeah.
got
Very
on
hard on
himself so much. But that is just great coaching on that part. And your defensive ends, they were just beasts. They were beasts. Locking it down as well. Those are the guys that, to me, they were headhunters. They were
we had a great front 4, great box, with a lot of experience. Isaiah and Dakota, Eli, Carlos, JoJo, Gio, that is. Even Anthony Arianes came in sometimes.
Yeah.
We had a lot of guys, a lot of experience, and had the right motor for the defensive line, defensive end, and that's just go hard and just blow things up. And keep your linebackers free, man. And that's the Caleb's and the Nick Flores has got able to make a lot of tackles.
Did a lot of tackles.
Russo had a great season, a lot of great.
Yeah.
Kudos to Russo. I know he got a lot of stuff this season. Hey, did you play football last year? I played behind a great guy named Victorino.
Yeah.
But he was ready and he stepped up this year, and we got to see Russo at another light.
Yeah.
And he stepped up and shined. I'm
And
proud
not
of
only,
Russo.
not only that, you mentioned all these names also, and you got a lot of kids on defense that a lot of experience and are coming back.
Yes.
Too. And that's exciting. I love the defensive side. I'm an offensive line guy. I love the trenches, but defense, man, it's just awesome. But great year, great. Like I said, allowing only minimal points to where you keep your team at a moment of, even if we're behind, you just shut it down. It's just like Lytle. Second half came, boom, 0 goose egg, which was awesome.
Yeah, it's exciting because you're always knowing your defense is going to get you the ball back. Hey, don't worry, guys. We're going to get the ball back no matter the situation. They're going to get a stop. We're going to score. They're going to get us the ball back. So it's great to have a great defense.
So let me ask you this.
Rob, you want the headphones, Rob?
You want to answer? Let me ask you this. A lot of those on your defense, the trust you had on the defense, did that come down to a lot of those, like, let's go for it on 4th and 4 on our own 30-yard line?
Yeah, that's the trust. That's the trust. I trust these guys on the inside the 5-yard line.
I'm like, I was like, what are you doing?
It's all trust, and it's all schemed and gamed.
No, yeah.
It's nothing. It's nothing I don't think we could handle.
Right, and the thing is just that trust that both the offense and defense have with each other, right? That like, hey, I got you, you got me, whatever. And that's what I think opened up the playbook a lot on the offensive side as well. It's kind of like, hey, let's try a little something here. And you know what? Before we're like 3rd and 15, and like, dang gummit, 3rd and 15. But this year it didn't seem like it was a big problem. It was like 3rd and 15. Oh, don't roll out.
We're gonna get the first.
We're gonna get the first.
Yeah, it's always got 2 to get 4, get 2 to get the first for sure.
I'm sure the defense is like, come on, let us play offense for a little bit. Before it was like, it was like, oh, defense is there like 80% of the time when we first started. And now it's like it's so balanced. It was beautiful to watch this year.
Hopefully we can get to the
Oh yeah.
That was,
He's punting.
He's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, Coach Guzman. Shout out to RIP Coach Guzman. Gave me a lot of trust.
Yeah.
Let,
Response.
let me ask you a question. I think throughout the season, even last year, there was no quit attitude. Doesn't matter, you're down by so many points. I feel like throughout the season, Javelinas, we're still in the game. Is that where does that come from? That never lose mentality, though. Is that just the kids, or is that kind of like the message you're gonna put out there?
That kind of starts in the off season when we start our character talks and doing our character speeches by coaches, and also season by season, which phase by phase we get into some speed phase, strength phase, and things like that. We're talking about how relentless we are and how gritty we can be, and just how good they can overcome a lot
Right.
of things just on the mental side of it.
Right.
So when you get in that opportunity to do it physically, and you do it and you capture it, then when you just reflect that next day or that Monday about, hey, look, we talked about this in spring, we talked about it in April, we talked about this in March, and now we're doing this in August, September. See how it comes together, and it's kind of just a full circle for these guys, knowing, hey, I put this on paper in April and May, and it's coming together for me in September and August. So it just comes all together with the off season but you also have this. It also has to go into fruition as well. It has to happen.
Yeah, the reason I kind of bring it up is because kind of the game behind us against the Rohawks
Randolph.
seemed that we were up, and then they tied it and they were down, and at that point I felt confident. Now I think Crystal still has this, and they turn on the switch, and it was game over in the second half.
It's one thing. It's like what's happening, and they're like, oh, don't worry, they're gonna turn the switch on. A little bit.
Okay, no. We got this. We got this. And
We
sure
got
enough,
it. Yeah, but
Yeah,
no.
they're great at tightening it up.
Yeah.
And all right, just kind of let's go.
Yeah, no, for sure. But great job of the defense again. Compliments to all the coaches.
Thank you.
Coach Lomas, leading all of the coaches helping you out and stuff like that. Linebacker, secondary, the front four. It was just great to watch this year. Just that aggressive football, and believe me. There's a fan out there, Zapaton. He's like,
Yeah.
chop him in the leg. He loved it. He loved it. He's your biggest fan out there. So, but anyway, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll get the offense in now, and then we'll talk a little bit about offense. But, coaches, thank you for joining the Other Guys
Appreciate you
Sports
guys.
Show.
Thank you.
Great job. Keep going. Next year. All right.
right back.
All right, HawgNation, welcome back to the Other Guys Sports Show, the second part as we introduce the offense here. Coach Battle, who we got here?
We got Coach Christian De La Cruz.
Coach Ramirez.
And this is the offensive right here, man, which put up so many points this year. We were like averaging, 40-some points a game, something like that. And, man, it was fun to watch. It was a fun offense to watch. Not only Zavala just being a beast on the ground, but Mena also, man. He was accurate. Receivers, Mata, everybody. To me personally, I like Trevino, Mike, number 12. He seemed like he always found that little cushion in between everything for the first downs every time. When you needed crucial catches, he was the man to go to for some reason. But it was great. But great job. But the O-line, where is it, man? My compliments to
Coach yeah.
the O-line.
A hell of a
man.
job this season. So congrats
Yeah.
to you, coaches.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, the O-line. These kids, they've been there from last year to this year. They just evolved. They did not fear anybody. I mean, that was their mentality. I was talking to some of the guys on the O-line, and I was like, yeah, we got them. Don't worry. Like they owed them money or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're
So-
good guys.
So that attribute to a lot of plays for Mena, to be successful, Zavala. So, I mean, how fun was it to coach the O-line this year?
It was really, really, really fun. Just having these guys for 3-4 years in the same system and just buying into it. And we've been through years where nobody wanted to play O-line. We'd have to try to pull people from the defense. Hey, what about O-line?
No,
I don't want to play. And
No.
these guys bought into it, and they really made it just as physical, if not more physical than
Oh, yeah.
defensive line.
And I think that in itself, we were talking about the defense, how physical they looked, violent at sometimes. And that I think that also landed on the O-line too. They were just overpowering people that it looked like they were just, they had to get called a penalty. I'm like, most of the time, like, what are you going to call? Because he took him down. Isn't that the whole purpose of the O line?
Yeah. We talked about that earlier about pancakes. So
Yeah, I mean, and the kids love. I'm sure they love pancakes. They live by it. But what was the rule? Did you ever get a clarification on that?
No, it was always something different with each referee.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's human judgment. It's not just you can go by the rules, but the human judgment just comes down to it at the end.
the discretion.
But the boys knew. I told them if they don't call it, it's legal. Just do what you
Right.
got to do. If they don't see it, that's all.
That's
good.
what Bobby always says. There's always a penalty.
It's always a hold. Well,
They got to catch it.
you got to learn how to hide it.
Well, that's Bobby. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's talking about in the
I will
90s.
hold- yeah, the 90s. I will hold
He was
you
blocking for somebody. I don't know.
punch you, and
Who was your running
Yeah,
back?
that sounds like
my
the
running back
90s.
was John
like
Henry
the 90s.
Flores.
John Henry Flores.
He
was
with your
our-
knee up or something.
Yeah,
So you were the center.
I was a center,
Oh.
and as a center, I feel that I always called blocking schemes when I was there. I just wish my lineman friends would read the playbook and learn it. And I had to create a whole system of star. If I say stars to the right, if I call it, what was it for the left?
Yeah.
Yeah, blue. I would say blue. Blue means left, right?
Yeah.
So I would have to say that in the huddle. Coach would call the play, and then it's like, Bob, where'd I go? I'm like, so I have to look at it. Like, okay, you're blue. I'm star. So it's gonna be in the left gap.
And
But that was the only thing,
and that's one thing I want
Back in the
to
day.
emphasize to the fans out there, that line isn't just blocking the guy in front of you or anything. There's a complex system to this.
Yes, sir.
You got to learn. Okay, hey, if you
now.
got guy on the left, you're pulling guards, you're pulling all these people, which is great. And so these kids, you have to understand, offensive linemen got to be smart kids. They got to know where to go, especially when they come and line up and they see a different look on the defense. They got to make adjustments also on the fly. So how do you teach that? Or
Well, like I said, it's kind of like a system that they've been running for about 3-4 years, and this season in particular, we had 4 returning starters, 4 out of the 5, which we were very, very fortunate to have. So just even in the last few games, having a backside 3 versus a backside 2Y, it makes a big, big difference as to who's pulling. Is it the guard? Is it the center? They just buy into it, and they learn off of each other, and it all starts on Monday. Every Monday, we start our barrel install, and, hey, this is what they're going to give us. They're going to give us an even front. They're going to give us an odd front. This week, it's a 3 versus a 2, and that changes a lot of the complexity of the defense and what we run as an offense.
and then a lot of people right now are like, what the heck is the coach talking about? That's what I'm talking about. The line there's a complex. Just like receivers have their routes, their running backs have their reads, the quarterback, of course, has to read everybody.
Yes,
Linemen's got to do their part as well. If it not, it doesn't work.
and it's hard because defense understand. Today's coaching is not like back in our day. I don't see it anymore. When I question it, I'm like, man, there's more. Because, of course, we all learn, so we're always evolving. And now the defense knows that you're going to do this on us, so now we're going to move another chest. So I'm going to fake a blitz here, and then we're going to go around the corner, because I know you're going to try to go to the edge. There's so much stuff now to do.
Defense is evolving a lot, so where they're stemming and moving, like you said, dropping guys, slanting, pulling, twisting, and things like that. To where they're in front of you 1 second, and then you turn your head, and then they're gone, and then somebody else is coming. So offensive line, hats off to those guys, hats off to these coaches doing an awesome job with the offensive line. And I do remember those days of trying to steal somebody a couple years ago. Hey, come on, you need to help us on offensive line.
No, I don't want to be there.
My number, I wear 48.
Hey, I'm telling you, man.
So, yeah, I do remember those days. And
offensive line, they're the cool kids in the game. I'll tell you that.
I always say you want your linemen to be good enough to be linebackers. That's how I always saw it. When I was back in my day, I would go to see the state championships and per diem, what do we call it? Those premium base, whatever.
Yeah.
I would
Mojo.
go and I'll be like, man, why can't our line? Everybody's going out 5-6 yards every play. Like, oh, it's beauty, like linemen. But there was everybody was on key. The schematic was awesome. And then they would go on defense, same crew. They were the defensive line and linebackers, Because I feel like a lot of times they have this stigma of if you're big, you're a lineman. I'm like, no, it's a blocker, man.
It's a skill and it's an art to back up 3 steps or hit hard 3 steps or use your hands to keep somebody, because on the opposite side, if you get a big guy, I promise you, Dakota,
Yeah.
Isaiah, you're not gonna be able to stand in front of him if you're big, 350, and can't move, can't
Yeah.
move your hips,
Yeah, you're
and
flat-footed.
and use your hands. So you have to be that skilled athlete. You have to have that hip,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
hips, the feet, the art, the skills, the brains. You have to have all that to win games and be a great offensive lineman. So
Oh, yeah.
and
So
it's
be a-
not just the same.
Be a lineman.
And
We call
all
them
that-
we call them big skill.
Big
Big
skills. yeah,
skill.
they
There
are
you
big
go.
skills. That's
That's
what
a
we call
shirt
them.
right there. That's a shirt. Let's
Yeah.
sell it. But yeah, and so and I was just saying, a lineman, they make contact every single play. It's not like receivers like, oh, it's a run play, so I'll just run with my defender outside. There's contact on it. So these kids were in shape. They didn't shy away from the contact, which is great. And not only that, the one luxury we did have was that, of course, they just played offense. It was minimal that played both sides, but mainly it was the offense, which is great. And I think my hats off to you, the coaches, adjusting all that stuff, getting your players ready, and it was awesome. But offensive line, man, they make paths for our running backs. And that's
Coach De La Cruz.
Coach De La Cruz right here. And I talked to him earlier this year, and he was like, man, we're going to make some noise on the running game, and we sure did. Adrian Zavala, man, what was his final total rush yards?
2296.
No, and you guys had a good team there. Dakota, Eli himself,
Three-headed monster there.
Garcia.
Eric, yep.
You guys, it was beauty. I always talk about, even when Eric came back, I was like, oh man, we're back at full strength, but let's watch it out. And everybody was like questioning Randolph. I'm like, no, we got this, man. Even with Goliath, we felt that we can compete with these guys, and we showed it. Everybody's like, hey, you guys didn't fold. You guys came back. I'm telling you, it was just the little things, but that's football.
Yeah.
It is football, yes, sir.
Yeah.
The schematics didn't work for us this game, but I'm telling you right now, we can play another game. Just play them next week. I'm telling you, it will be a different game. I think we can compete with them. And,
Oh, yeah.
It would be.
So it's one of those things, and that's football. Hey, the Cowboys lose too, and they're professionals.
They lose?
I think
once in a while.
Last few weeks has been pretty good.
I think they got a win last night. I got somebody said they won a game last night.
So with the three running backs that you had a little bit of everything. You had Adrian Zavala, who he just hide behind his lineman and just boom.
Yeah, his
take off.
patience was awesome.
And then of course Dakota was just a punisher. He had feet, but he had the body strength to just run over people. And then Eric just speed was just you get that corner, he's gone. So it's a problem to have. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great problem to have. To rotate three backs in at the same position, maybe sharing two positions. It's a great problem to have, and it turns the competition between each other. Who can get in the end zone first, or can get the most yards, or things like that. And it's always friendly jabs, just nothing serious. These guys know at the end of the day, it's all about the team and team this and team that. But it's great. I can put, 2-3 plays. All right, Dad, get in there. Hey, Eric, get in there. Hey, Adrian, go back there. Hey, go to F, go to H, and things like that. And they're just the game's just moving, and they're just going at it play after play after play. And then as a defense, you're used to that punisher. And then someone comes in and they run past you, and you're used to somebody get past you. Now they're trying to punish you. So it was very great to have those running backs do what they did for us.
A little
this year.
chess game there.
Yeah, I love Coach Baxter staying aggressive. I feel that early in this, if you guys watched our podcast, I always said that we're a team that can put 60 points every Friday night.
Well, we picked a lot of games with 60 points.
Right, 'cause
we
there are
knew
a lot of
our
60s.
offense. Yeah, our offense.
Because I feel so confident that we have the skill level kids to we have the protection. I think I can even himself. I don't think he ran as much, but he could run if he wanted to, right? But I think he stayed poised throughout. I feel Zavala just his skill running about just making one move. He got caught in the backfield, able to get back to the line of scrimmage or break it. He was that kind of skill. And the Dakota, we're talking about Dakota, man, he could slither out himself. There's times that he was caught and slithered in and get off of me, turn his back, run backwards, and then turn around and score. I'm like, oh my God, that's
He was awesome.
So those are the kind of stuff that I just want to say kudos to you guys for staying aggressive. Hopefully that this continues, because I feel that kind of football is the one you want to put fear in the other teams, and I think you guys did a hell of a job this year. Hopefully we can keep doing it. We just got to keep reloading, right? So
Yes, sir.
we need our kids to buy into the off-season program, get your bodies right, work, and coaches are there to steer you in the right direction. They see something in you. They believe it. They're not getting after you. That's a problem. So they're not getting after you. You make sure that they know that they care.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I tell
And,
my
and
kids.
that's what I tell the kids. When you hear the word discipline, you're always thinking something negative, something
Right.
bad.
Right.
But there's good disciplines as well. Showing up on time, having the right shoes, properly dressed, attending every workout, proper attendance, things like that. That's discipline as well.
Right.
But that's a good discipline. That isn't
Right.
just a negative discipline of I'm in trouble or
Right,
they're gonna
nah.
do this. I'm disciplined. No, there's disciplines in life. There's discipline on the field, and there's disciplines in the weight room, and all of. So we
Yep.
teach discipline to our guys.
Yeah, for sure. And not only that, of course, the quarterback, Tiefer, man, great kid, great athlete.
sir.
Many times just, taking it upon himself, keeping the play alive for, running around. Sometimes it gave me a heart attack just running
Yeah.
around. But he made it work.
My,
And
yeah,
not only-
my iWatch gave me warnings when he was out there. My heart rate would go up.
But that connection he had with his receivers, Isaiah Mata, Trevino, all those receivers out there, they had a little connection with Mena, and it seemed like even though the play was broken or something, they find a way. We direct traffic, So
Yeah, he did a great job of weaving traffic and moving guys around and just flick of the wrist and it's 30, 40 yards, or maybe it's just a flick of the wrist and it's 10 yards. He did a great job of finding guys, get open, and those guys did a great job of just not giving up on plays, thinking, he's sacked and things like that, knowing, if I get here, if I move here or move right, get myself open, Tiefer's going to find me.
Yeah.
And he did that a lot this year and did that a lot last year as well.
You did do, and not only that, right even before the snap of the ball, he's already talking to the guys.
He was more vocal this year. It was great.
Right, and that's what I had noticed this year from last year. This year he was a lot more mature. The quarterback, he was directing. He was orchestrating the offense at times. He was, turning around to the running back and hey, or to the receiver like, hey, I need
Give
you.
him a blue or a
Yeah,
Star.
star. Or a blue color.
Hey, sometimes we get, yeah.
yeah. Did we even have a tight end this year?
Isaiah Mata.
And Isaiah, he was
Anthony.
always. I was like, Isaiah Mata always found that little corner over there on the right side. He was like automatic on that side, man. It was great.
He has great hands.
He
Isaiah
had
has
great hands. As a defensive player, to be as good as that on the offense, that's a special kid right
Yeah,
there.
he was.
Yeah.
Isaiah he was a very big part of our team success this year.
Oh, man, that was
He
awesome.
brought a lot of heart. We call him the gladiator at times. We did an AI picture there.
Yeah, I like that
was
picture. I like that picture, and I agree with it. He was our gladiator.
It was.
It was the man of the team this year.
Yeah.
He did
That's right.
awesome for us.
That's right. But heck of a season this year, Coach. I think, I don't know, but about you and some other guys that picked different records for you guys in the beginning of the year. I'm not sure if you ever heard about that, but
Are we not gonna? I want to see those records. Are we not gonna talk about those records?
right?
or-
Because I personally gave you guys only one loss in the year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
But everybody else, of course, little. They changed it.
Yeah, I want to hear the loss.
We feel like changing on it. Sometimes it's the truth.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening.
No. We all, everybody. I think we all. Yeah.
Live in Cheto, remember? I live in Cheto.
But a lot of them, I think what it was is like, well, we got to see it. I think we all knew that something great was there, but everybody's like, well, let's see the first game. Or like, of course, the uncertainty. Everybody's just, the biggest fear is the unknown.
Yes, sir.
And that's what the biggest fear is. But I like, they're returning. They know this, they know the offense. They know the defense. I'm sure we'd be better. I go, there's no way we can be worse than last year. Of course, you never know. But this year, it was a heck of a ride, a fun ride. And thank you very much for that. The Javelinas, everybody, the fans, everybody bought in this
Yeah,
year.
it was great to see the community come together. Our admin,
Everybody.
maintenance. It takes a village in the village.
Takes
Yeah,
a village.
I love to see, especially in the HawgNation, where we're at what was it, Edgewood Stadium, and our fans just outnumbered the opponent, and
By
also
far.
by far, it was.
Yeah, we traveled well. I
Uh-huh.
remember our first away game at San Antonio YMLA. I was like, we won't have that many on a
Do you know how many
Friday at
times?
YMLA.
Do you know how many times we freaking sold out concession stands? almost every single away game that we had,
Uh-huh,
it
sold
was
out by halftime.
sold out. My wife we did concession stand
Stand
confidential,
confidential.
and she would judge it, and of course there were some that did decent, but the main thing was they ran out of food. They ran out of food.
We traveled well. It was awesome to
And
see.
we give them warnings and everything.
We did,
We're
like,
hungry.
hey,
we gotta go there. We're hungry.
I think Lytle was the only one that listened. They're like, oh yeah, we heard that you guys travel well, and they had they actually took food to the bleachers to sell and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
hats off to Lytle. They
Yeah.
did real good on that. But everybody else fail.
Let me.
F said F minuses.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let me ask you a question. Kind of looking ahead. Next year, the 2-year alignment of UL. So what does the gut say? Are we going to stay at 3A Division One or?
The gut says we'll stay at 3A D1. That's where
Okay.
it says we'll stay. That's unless the numbers go down drastically
Right.
over 100, then we might go D2. But
Is it something you look or not really? It's just a schedule.
it's something
and
you can't control. It's just something that once you get the schedule, then you'll start making your plans. But right now, everybody's just in the dark.
Right.
Everybody's just guessing. And
So
it's
that happens
certain things.
when in February.
February, yes, sir. I think it's
February.
So
February
we
9th.
might even lose people from our
Yeah, we
district.
can lose some teams from our district.
It goes both ways. I mean, we can stay, we can move, and other people can
stay and move and get
Yeah,
out as well.
But talking about that, the future, according to the realignment and all that, does that take presence to how the schedule looks for next year? Or
yes, sir, it does. I got a few on the schedule now, but it's all preliminary. Because if we have 8 district teams next year, then
Right.
if I have 4 regular season games, I'm gonna have to lose 3 of those games. So it's gonna determine how big our district is and things like that. So
That's
once
all right. We fill them in with Refugio or somebody. They're in the regular
they're not
season.
accepting my calls. That's weird.
What? What? Refugio?
Well, they play Cthulhu. What was it?
Oh, they play
They play
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu, yeah,
They play Cthulhu.
Well, the reason is that we
Yeah, I'll
played
call
we played Refugio before about 5-6 years ago. We
Yeah,
played
yeah,
Refugio
uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
here, and it was great. I mean,
Yeah, it was a great.
It's just and like I said, sometimes you want to meet up with those,
Yeah, of
because they're
course.
either gonna make you better or they're gonna expose you, and that's what you want.
Sir.
You want them to expose you. That way you can make corrections before district, and then that way you can, and that's what I see. But like I said, man. It's always exciting to see the schedule.
Yeah.
Every like, who do we got? Who do we got? Oh man!
Yeah.
And we circle. This is what we want.
As a fan, I really enjoy it to see where we're at, or not only us and other teams around an area. It's always fun.
Oh,
to
yeah.
see that
No,
as a fan.
it's awesome to see, and putting that schedule together, it's always fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always kind of.
Yeah. So, Coach, before we go, any messages to these young kids coming up, parents especially, because, kids sometimes they don't wake up on their own. It's parents that kind of push them out and say, hey, you got practice. So when does the off season start?
Off season starts Monday. We're back at work at Monday, 6:15 a.m. Our first lift is 6 to 7 a.m. and then we'll go to class and you come back to athletics. We'll get our second lift there in athletics. We're doing this for the next 7 months.
How about
8 months?
for junior high? Because I have a nephew
Yeah, junior high, we're back at 6 a.m. We're back to our normal schedule, lifting at 6 a.m., 6 to 7 at the high school field house.
Okay, good, because you got, like I said, I think there's a saying that says winning just breeds winning.
I agree with that.
People want to win. And they see it, they want to be part of it,
Sir.
and I think these young kids, especially this COVID type kids that there was nothing for them and like pee wee football and stuff like that, they're hungry for it, and they're a little. He's honest. He goes, Dio, I just barely started playing in 6th grade or 7th grade, and I'm trying to catch up. But man, they're growing quick. They're going quick.
Yeah, those are pivotal ages. I know that 6th to 8th grade and even that 8th to sophomore year are pivotal ages for our kids. So getting them in the weight room and getting their
Right.
bodies right to where they're maturing into some right bodies
Yeah.
is going to help us Javelinas.
So what about any kids that are kind of not too sure if football's right for them? Can they come to you and talk?
Oh,
talk to
heck
you about it?
yeah.
The guys that's
Heck
not
yeah.
sure if football is right for them come at 6:15 a.m. consistently, and if you'll know then and there.
All
I
right.
I promise you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just show up. You'll know after the first 3 months if football's for you or not.
Okay.
Just show up. Old guys, 5:30. Old guys,
Bring the coffee. Bring the coffee.
5:30.
And a lot of Bengay.
Yeah, bring the tacos too for the after workout.
Yeah, no. So, Coach, again, thank you very much. Anything
guys.
to
Shout
HawgNation out there listening? Anything you want to tell them? thank you for
the fans or
fans out there. I know you have many out there.
Thank you guys for the continued support all the way down from maintenance all the way up to superintendent, board members, my coaching staff. It takes a village, and these coaches believe in me and everything that I've done to try to do since I've been here. And the support's been amazing, man. I feel like I'm home. They treat me like I'm home, and it's been great since I've been home. And thank you guys, and then thank you guys, and we'll continue. Like
let's
grind
go.
doesn't stop. I promise you, I'm working.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna continue working. The bar is set, and the goal is still to get to 10-0, man. We still got a goal to get. District titles are still always a goal. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's no problem. That should be no problem. We got a lot of great young kids coming up, and I'm looking forward to it next season. So, HawgNation, let's be ready. Let's lock and reload. And I promise you, these men behind me and these men on the side of me, we're gonna work and we're gonna try to put the best product out there. And it starts with showing up to work on Monday morning for our kids in the off season.
That's right.
Stick with us and stack days. Yeah, I think Dave picked us. He picked us probably 11 out of 10 out of 11 games this year. Yeah, Dave did a good job this year. Keep it up, Dave.
Yeah. All those nasty emails Avi sent.
I even reached out to another sports show up in
He was everywhere. I'm telling you, man. He was advocating big time.
Yeah, HawgNation, man. We're
that guy was saying, like, man, they got to get some respect. You should have heard, remember that?
Yeah, they do. They do. And believe me, you got everybody behind you, Coach. You know, we got people that just, they call us, they send us messages. You're talking about everywhere around the country. You're talking about New York, up north, Washington, California. And then, of course, overseas, kids have graduated, got into the military, and they're over there, wherever, Japan or something, and they're watching. This is how HawgNation is everywhere, man.
Yeah, I know. And for the past couple of decades, we've had success. If you look over the years with Coach Flores, Coach Lopez and Coach Guzman, and we've had success in this past couple of decades. I'm graduated almost 20 years in 3 years. So part of that, when I got here in 04-05, my first freshman year, that group of guys broke the 1953 curse of not getting the playoffs. So 1953, 2004, we made the playoff one time. Fast forward to 20 years, we're making the playoffs probably out of that 16, 17 times out of that time. Yeah. Probably missed it 5 times. Yeah. So a lot of history is coming up, man. We're starting to catch up with the times, and Crystal City is rocking and rolling. Yeah. And shout out to our alumni, all you guys out there. Yeah. You guys do a good job of just keep pushing our kids and remind them how hard it was back when we played and how hard it was. So and how easy they got it, man. These young kids. Back in my day, I would have put somebody on my back.
I remember Coach Haley, he would take us to the 2-a-days, and it was that empty lot where the school's behind that was an empty lot, and it had a lot of stickers there. But that's where we had to practice.
Yeah, it happened to us last year. We got on the grass field last year.
Oh,
the kids weren't used to that. Hey, back when we played 2-a-days, it was on the grass. Let's go back to the turf.
We suck it on a hose. None of this little bottled waters. What is that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
what is it?
You just put a hose and just poke hose on it.
I just want to remind people that there's some people that in my time had it easier. I remember one time a coach made us run like a whole mile.
Huh?
And then some guy got a ride back.
Oh, wow.
This guy up that way, scroll back, and then got off by the Crystal City sign, ran like nothing, got in the shower. Here comes Coach waiting. Wait, did you get it right? No.
There's no way you ran.
You got it right, Coach. You got it right. And here Coach goes waiting with the blinkers that had to run it up.
Oh, yeah, you can never get past a coach.
Oh, no.
You never get past a coach.
Well, AB, you were a lineman, and you beat most of the running backs in that day. That's a little off.
I've seen some linemen do it.
Yeah,
Don't.
No.
You're only shooting yourself when you do stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
Yep, that's true.
That was my key word.
Everybody reminds me of that. Remember, you got it right?
One thing before we go, and I wanted to bring this up, it's we gotta fix the third quarter curse, Coach.
Is that a curse?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. If anything, I even break down the numbers per quarter for these guys and everything. And third quarter,
do you break down the time of possession in the third quarter?
Oh, Yeah, no, we don't.
That's what you probably need to do because if
Okay.
you think about it, when we get the ball, we're always kicking, and then we're kicking off in the third quarter. So when they make their adjustments coming out of the third quarter, they have a long drive.
Okay.
Milks at probably half the clock. We get the ball back.
Well,
And
don't let him get a big drive.
There's always an answer.
There's always an answer.
By the time we get the ball back, we're scoring beginning of the fourth quarter.
Well, now what was that? That you instead of deferring, you got the ball back. It's just they wanted the ball. The kids wanted the ball back.
No, we lost the toss, and so
Okay.
they deferred.
Oh, I thought it was like, oh, we won the toss, but we're
We lost the toss, and they
okay.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, it's that stadium out there is just so far. Like, did they win or did we
No,
get it?
yeah, we lost the toss, and they.
Oh.
Remember that play that I told you? Oh, finally got an onside kick. Was that an accident or was that an onside kick? Which game? Remember that one?
I don't know.
It was a Randolph
we-
game. It was when they kicked it right to the front line. We're gonna say that was the way Coach Bettis drew it up.
That's
It was
right.
an onside.
That's right.
It was an onside.
Right. Perfect. Just the way they drew it up, right?
Yes, sir.
By design. I got.
Yeah.
No, it was an onside. It was an onside.
Yeah, a lot of things. Yeah,
Coach
no.
Bettis.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah, he called it. No. But anyway, just to let you know, Coach, we did do picks all year, and we did
How
well.
did they go?
We
How did they go?
Coach?
We did overall or what?
Yeah, do you have it?
Yeah, I do. I gotta fire my laptop.
Oh, no, never mind. I was like, we'll talk it afterwards. Because some people might not want to know where they're at.
like AB.
AB.
I used to get an I. My dad said it was for intelligent, but it wasn't I.
He convinced his dad that the I on his report card, because in those days they wrote on the
Sir.
they go, what's the I for? They bought him a home stereo because he said it was because the teacher said I'm intelligent.
Oh wow!
Instead of it was incomplete. Incomplete, but
Same guy that got picked up for a ride. I'm starting to learn a lot about this guy.
don't let this guy coach Pee Wee football.
No, don't let him near the kids at all.
Oh wow! Great guy.
Great guy. Oh man. Anyway, I think we're ready to go. But Coach Battle, thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Coach,
Yes, sir.
thank you very much.
Thank you
Great.
guys. Thank you.
Everybody, defense offside. I think this year, yeah,
Thank
went
you,
too
guys.
fast. Went too fast.
It
though.
always does.
It was fun though.
It was
Let's do
fun.
It again.
It was fun. But anyway, from the Other Guys Sports Show, thank you for joining us tonight as we did a rundown of the season with Coach Battle and all his staff here. It was great to talk with them and getting into and sometimes understanding how a lot of stuff works because behind the scenes we're all coaches,
Yes, sir.
especially from the stands, right?
Yes.
Especially some of these guys here. But anyway, so HawgNation, thank you for joining us. We are out. Remember, there's still a lot of sports out there. Basketball is already on full throttle as well. And then, of course, we got spring sports coming up, softball, baseball, Coach Lomas and all of them, and only that, tennis. But great job. This year, cross country did well. The girls went pretty far as well. Tennis dominated as well. Oh, volleyball, great job by Coach
Awesome.
Mata
Yep,
as
great
well.
Job, awesome. Coach
But
Mata.
anyway, thank you for joining the Other Guys Sports Show. Stay tuned, man. Maybe next year we'll get better records from these guys. Right, Coach?
Esos, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to the picks, but that's behind the scenes. We won't show that yet. Yeah. But anyway, HawgNation, remember, stay loud, stay proud, because at the end of the day, we are green and go till we're dead and cold.
HawgNation. 3, 2, 1.
All right, HawgNation, thank you. Let's finish off the season with the records of all the Other Guys Sports Show here. We all want to know from top to bottom. But one more time, thank you to Coach Battle and his
thank you.
staff for coming in, giving us a rundown of this year's season. A lot of great information, a lot about these kids. The dedication, the love these kids have for the game. I almost have no words to explain how much I appreciated everything they did. Not only the kids, the coaches, but everybody, the band, everybody.
Yes, and thank you, AB, for A&A Quick Stop providing the pizza and some wings
Hey,
for the
for some
coaching staff.
hot pizza and wings, make
but
sure you
that's
go to
also-
A&A
Yeah, great
and
job.
get you some. It is awesome.
Throughout the whole podcast every week.
It's
Yeah,
true.
muchas gracias, AB.
Maybe.
Come on, the
Erica,
For
clutch.
Erica and Laura.
Thanks.
Yeah, for sure.
Or dropping it off. It's
So, Robert,
Okay,
It is time
let's
to
go.
see the top, or let's go to bottom first.
Yeah, let's start from the bottom.
Let's
It
go
was-
from the
we
bottom.
got 10 games here, and let's start from the bottom here. Now, let's start with Jacob. Jacob, 5 out of 10.
Ooh,
it was in the
no,
basement.
hombre,
I don't know.
Jacob, where are you, Jacob?
Jacob está perdido. It's a
Está
lost
perdido,
soul
está
right
perdido.
there.
He
Yeah.
said he was gonna be here today.
No, he says that a lot, honestly. It doesn't show up.
Ya está vendiendo go-karts. Ya están vendiendo carros.
Para los midgets.
Then followed by AB, 6 out of 10, AB.
Oh, I'm not last.
6, well, yeah. That's a silver lining right there.
Climbing the ladder next year.
Then OB David, 8 out of 10. Myself, 8 out of 10.
Wow.
And at first is Bobby and Alex, 9 out of 10.
What?
That boy, Alex.
No, wait. I'm not surprised about you. I'm surprised about that guy right there.
I know. Okay, Bobby, the only team that I got wrong, it was Cruz City. All of them, you picked Ingram to win. And Ingram won.
And I selected Orange Grove to beat Ingram.
Uh-huh. And Alex selected Goliath to win, and then Orange Grove to win. And that's,
Nomás Cristal failed me.
yeah. So,
Wow. So I picked.
I got it right.
I picked
Bobby.
8 out of 10.
yeah, 8 out of 10.
Not bad.
Not bad. Now, overall here.
Overall, that's the one.
Hey, overall.
Este que cuenta.
Este que
Forever.
cuenta.
Yeah,
I said the
there's no-
last game is how you finish, Rob.
It's
How you
overall, when we have 129 games,
Woo! We picked 129 games.
129 games.
129 game out.
It could have been 130, but I think La Prior forfeited
Right,
one
before-
game.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So this is now. So 129. 129.
All
I'm
right.
not. I'm not going to include Jacob because Jacob he
Yeah, I
missed
was
like
gonna say
half the
that because-
season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Half the season. Well, let's start from the bottom here.
Hey, I like-
Include him. You're going to leave me in the last place?
Bueno, hey,
¿Qué carajo?
bueno, Jacob in last place.
Yeah.
He's in last place because the formula is so out of whack. So he's last place for sure.
Okay, there you go.
Now second to the last,
Better.
Second to the last.
it's AB.
Good. And he had good picks there. Some.
At 65%.
Okay.
Hey,
It's passing kind of or
Passing.
no?
In college,
In
it's
college,
passing.
is passing
In
now?
college is
We're
passing.
good.
Then then Bobby at 73%.
Nice.
73 is a good number.
73. Then it will be David 74%.
Nice.
And Alex is 74, and I got 75%.
Hey,
75?
hey. That 1%, Dave, is when he put me.
75%?
He put me Natalia, and I select Natalia.
Hey, no
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie,
No se
Rob. I
enoje.
guess.
La verdad hurts sometimes.
No.
No, hombre.
Stay in touch.
Hey,
Rob.
come
I
on.
think it's because I started strong in the first half of the season. You know,
David,
then towards the end, I tempered
Ibas
off.
adelante, ¿tú cómo te ganó?
I don't know.
No, hey, the numbers don't lie.
The
Pero
numbers don't lie.
Bueno.
It's
thank
good.
you,
It's-
everybody.
Robert.
Don't
Yeah,
tell-
congratulations, Rob.
Where's my crown? ¿Dónde está mi crown?
Ahí
¿Dónde
está el-
está el Canelo crown?
Arriba la.
Ya está. Quita el canelo.
I'm calling BS
Canelo.
on
Bring
this
it-
one,
bring
man.
Canelo over here.
Oh,
There you
hey,
go.
that was a beautiful
There you go.
reaction from all of us.
There you go. There you go. Ahí está.
Bueno,
Good
los
job,
ganó. Los ganó.
Aquí está. Thank you.
And
No,
Thank you.
No.
Hey,
No, pero ese 1%, ese me puso
Yeah,
Natalia. Yo
yeah,
no piqué
yeah.
Natalia.
Ah, a lo mejor que sí. Que no
Remember,
enderezó.
I put it at the text.
Alex tiene protesto y dije que protest
Protest.
one.
I want to recount.
So there'll be an asterisk next to mine. Someone like in protest.
Los Spurs.
Hey,
Yeah.
When I hear asterisks, me acuerdo de los Spurs.
Spurs are pretty good.
Yeah, so it was fun though. Let me just go through the scores real quick of the other games that we saw and you know, before we kind of end off the season here.
Yeah.
Okay, the next game here, Lano defeated London 53-12. Good job on Lano.
They're going to match up with Goliath this one.
Wow.
And we talked about Ingram Moore, great win against Orange Grove, 37-21.
And
That was-
on that one right there, Robert. For you guys to know, you beat Ingram Moore the very
yeah.
first game of the season,
Yep.
and they beat Orange Grove and going to the third round. You can make it to the third and fourth round.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. I mean, you just matched up with Goliath, which was very tough. But, again, Ingram Moore, great team. Not taking away anything from him. Number 15, great quarterback, great vision, pocket passer, great job. But just to let you know, yeah, you're right. We did beat him, and we beat him decisively as well
Yes.
against Ingram.
Exactly. So in the playoffs, you know, just
Just
sometimes you
It's
capture light in the bottle.
It's just another level right
Yeah,
there.
I know. So next team here, Marion 14, Etna 38.
Yeah, Edna's good.
Now Etna will be facing Ingram Moore this Friday.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Good job. Good luck, Ingram.
Now Brackenville 19, Shiner 55. That was a tough matchup right there.
Yeah, Shiners.
They're undefeated.
Different level. Yeah, different level.
Okay, we got Tula 0, Blanco 56.
Yeah.
That was surprising for me.
Yeah, they got a big old thumping right there. Wimberley 45, Robstown 20.
Wow.
Remember
Robstown.
over
And we
there-
saw them against Carrizo, and
Yeah.
they made it to the second round?
Yes, they did.
Wow.
Second round. So now the next one here, Port Lavaca
Calhoun.
28,
God.
Davenport 38. It's a close
I know.
game though.
Close
Yeah,
game.
it was a good 10 points.
That would have been a good game to go.
Davenport
Yeah.
is awesome.
Now Harlingen 7, Minette Valley 49. Minette Valley, their special team.
Oh, yeah. They're on a roll right
Yeah, I
now.
want to see if I can catch them in the playoffs. And the last game we have here, Cuero 35, Gonzalez 14.
Man.
There you go.
And then
10.
Cuero has a tough matchup as well against Rockport Fulton.
Oh, that should be fun.
That should be a good game right there.
Good luck, Cuero.
Yeah, and also good luck to all our fans in Refugio as they go against Ganado Indians, and that's going to be another tough matchup.
Number 1 versus number 2.
Yeah, and
A lot of people say the winner of that might
Win
win
the
state championship.
Ganado is an 11-1 record this year, only losing to Tide Haven, which is a really good school, 38-12. Other than that, they've just been blowing out everybody.
Yeah, I remember Ganado. They're the one that reigning state champion. They won last year.
They
the
won
state
it last
championship.
year. And Refugio on a undefeated season, so it's going to be one of those great matchups.
And it's nothing unexpected from Refugio.
Oh, no,
Big, powerful house,
traditional.
You know, state contenders.
And they're going to play in Sand Crab Stadium over there by Port Lavaca. So that's going to be.
So, Refugio, Crystal City wants to play you.
Yeah.
Hey, call
Bring
Coach,
it.
Coach Battle.
Answer the phone.
And another game that of interest for me is Vinaya Valley versus Dripping Springs.
Yeah, Dripping Spring.
That should be a fun game. Now, of course, the other one here, the matchup at San Antonio is Steele versus Johnson.
New School Johnson.
Jaguars. So that should be fun.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
Let me see if there's another school of interest here. Of course, Ingram versus Edna should be fun. And
It makes me wonder if there's going to be any Saturday games, and especially in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome.
I know that Wimberley versus Sinton should be good too. That should be good. I know there'll be a couple of doubleheaders, but on Fridays though they're gonna have a couple games starting at 2:00. You know, there's another game at 7:00, so it should be fun.
At Alamo Stadium. Actually, Alamo Stadium Friday, it's New Braunfels Unicorns versus Bernie Champions. That's going to be a 7:00 game. And then Friday, that's at Alamo Stadium. I'm sorry. At the Alamo Dome, San Marcos Rattlers versus Austin Vandergrift Vipers.
Yeah, now Vandergrift, they're the defending state. They won the championship last year, so it's a tough challenge from San Marcos. Now, also, we're talking about Goliath. We'll be facing Lano. What do you think of that, Bobby?
That's going to be a great game.
That should be a great. But they're playing over there by Bastrop, right?
Yeah, Memorial
Memorial.
at 7.
Who do you think wins
Stadium?
in that one?
Where? Memorial.
It says Memorial Stadium, though, but that's a Bastrop, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Bastrop.
David, who do you think is going to win that one?
I like Lano, man.
Me too. I like Lano, too.
Yeah.
Now, remember, Lano basically squeezed out the win against Goliath last year.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Goliath this year. If you can beat Crystal, you can beat anybody.
No, I think I'm going to
the
Lano.
other game up in Waco area, Waco La Vega against La Marquez, that's going to be a good game right there.
Yeah, that Lano and Goliath, it's going to be in Bastrop Stadium.
Another game of interest, I feel like Lake Travis is going to win them. Is Laredo United versus Lake Travis.
I know. I
That's
saw
gonna
that,
be
Morin.
Yeah, hey,
Good luck, compadre.
they had a great victory. The first time they beat Judson, and then they had a
And a
victory.
shout out.
And
So-
Justin, they had a shout out on that one.
So good for them, man.
Yeah,
They're
good
having
job.
a good run.
It'll
They're
be at
winning.
Hero Stadium, matter of fact. Same stadium we were this Friday. At 7.
Oh, maybe we can go catch that one, Morin.
For sure, I want to check out. I'll be in San Marcos this past weekend, so I might head over to the Ingram game. It's basically in New Braunfels.
Bastrop. Oh, New Braunfels.
New Braunfels is not that far from San
Well,
Marcos.
Bastrop's not too far from San Marcos either.
I want to see Ingram though. I want to see what Big Bad Edna, what they have.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm rooting for Ingram, but I know Edna's man at a
And
different
that's
level.
going to tear them up. But, I mean, good luck.
Ingram, yeah.
I don't
great
know,
job.
Ingram.
but do you think it'll be a better game, Goliath and
Lano?
Lano? I
Yeah.
think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
sure.
That's going to be a more closer game. Edna against Ingram, to me personally, it's gonna be a blowout. Honestly.
Well, but they thought Orange Grove was going to beat them.
Yeah, I thought ours go.
Yeah, but
people
I
thought.
mean,
I knew Ingram Moore had it.
But like you said, Big Bad Etna. So
Yeah,
I,
no.
mean, I would go see the. I would go see
Actually,
the
on
other
the
one.
on the phone, on the Dave Campbell's phone, I'm sorry, fan poll, Lano's favored by 56% compared to Goliath's 44%.
Yeah.
Only 4%.
I don't think I was impressed with
6%.
Goliath. I think Lano's going to take it.
Well, they're
But-
pretty
but-
impressive
but
to
then
me.
again, they were playing Crystal City, Rob.
Yeah.
We're a good team as well.
Well, that's why it wasn't impressive. Come on, like,
What?
come on, like if they're as good as they're claiming to be, come on, like
They were not that good.
exactly.
I think
they're not
Crystal
that
City
good.
coulda
I
had
think
it.
they
I
were.
give
What?
props- I give
Yes,
props to
Crystal
their-
City
to
could have
their-
had it. We.
To their quarterbacks.
Well, we're a
they
good
used three
team as
different
well.
I know,
quarterbacks
but
on
we
that.
could have done something different. Maybe we're not, on all cylinders. I think Crystal City
Yeah.
would have gotten it.
But I know what Bobby's saying is like we were a good team, so
I know, but
They beat a good
maybe we
team.
had a.
no.
They beat a very good team.
No,
in Crystal City.
but Lano's a very, very, very good team.
I don't buy that.
I let Robert.
Robert's just stacking his cards here.
Maybe we had a bad day. We were nervous.
You gotta take advantage of the crown.
Because
Yeah, look at this.
Ya quítasela ya.
No, I'm going to sleep with this, yeah?
Well, thank you guys. Yo ya estoy listo.
Ya.
pa-
Bueno,
So that's
all
it,
right.
guys.
So thank you again, the Other Guys Sports Show, another season. Great job, guys, to everybody.
Y el chirión del medio.
El Chirón del Medio.
Thank you here. Thank
ganó.
you.
It worked out.
Ane.
The guy who
Ready for basketball.
the guy with the computer, right?
Como dice Abe.
Two computers.
Remember,
Real phone.
I need a week and a half off, then I'll start basketball. I need that's in my contract right there.
So, the,
Ya ves, hasta la
Ya se me
corona
cayó.
dice que se va.
Ya se me
yeah,
cayó la corona.
so don't forget the boys basketball team tomorrow in Carrizo.
In
Is that-
Carrizo,
In
yeah.
Carrizo. So
Very
if you
good
get a
game.
chance to go check it out,
What time?
It's 7.
say.
I guess?
Probably 7, 6, no,
I don't
6.
know.
I'm sure
Well,
they
the
can
kids are
have
out
the
of school right
junior,
now,
the
so it
JV,
might be
and
early.
then the freshman JV if they have the freshman team. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then the last game will be the varsity.
And also want to give a shout out here for the girls basketball team. They're playing
Yeah.
great basketball also.
Yes, I'm real proud of the girls.
The girls.
Yeah, so go check out, like I said, Crystal City, man, HawgNation. Be proud of your athletics, not only just football, but everything as well. Basketball, baseball's coming up, softball's coming up next in a couple of months.
Track and field.
Track and field, tennis. Now the official district tennis,
Yeah, and
golf.
golf
as well.
and
Shout out to my little
powerlifting.
brother Albert.
Albert,
And again, young kids who are on the fence of playing football or any other sport, doesn't have to be football.
Come out.
Hey, come out. As Coach said, Monday it starts, man.
6:30.
No,
6:15.
6:15
6:15.
at the Field House for
Just
wait.
show up.
Yeah, just show up. You're scared, don't worry. Coaches will guide you through everything. Get stronger, get faster, because you're the next
man up.
Hogs. You're the next, Savala. You're the next Isaiah Mata. You're the next Joseph Avila.
You make your own
I like that way, Coach.
Yeah, that's true.
Coach Bass said, "Be the best version of yourself."
yourself.
of yourself.
And-
Bring what you have to the
Yeah.
table.
That way we'll say your name.
That's right.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
I can't wait. I know my nephew. He's in 8th grade, and he goes, "Dio, we'll be in high school next year." It's like, and he got a late start to it. But he likes it. He's playing defensive end for the 8th grade, and that kid's tall. He's got big old arms and stocky now. And
Man,
Así
I
comienza.
wish my son would play.
hey,
He will.
no está mi hijo, no está mi
Va a
hijo.
ser como el Lucas. Man, Lucas joined football.
Yeah,
But-
I'm real proud of him.
Yeah, but yeah, and like I said, if you're on the fence, go talk to the coaches, see what the program's all about. Hey, if you're gonna like it, you're gonna like it, and you'll be and anything like you.
You're gonna like it.
Yeah, if you love something, you'll never see it as work.
No.
You'll see it as something you want to get better at, that you want to be part of. So go in there and como te digo, be part of something great. Because right now, Green and Go,
Estamos mirando.
HawgNation-
Ya se cambió.
cartoon.
I mean, ahorita it's conditioning, so it's gonna be a lot of work.
But it starts.
Yes,
right.
that's how you get you in shape. You're gonna get sore. It's gonna go away. It's just
You get used to it.
It's like a baby step. You gotta crawl till you start walking till
Yeah.
you start running. And that's what it is. They're gonna get you ready for the next step, and then the next step, and then you be ready. Coach, I want to hit. You gotta wait because you can't just go in and boom right away.
You're not gonna get a helmet and pads right away.
Te vas a cramps y que este que el otro y you get hurt.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, Coach Battle said, get there starting Monday, 6:15 in the morning, Field House. Be ready. Get there. Get the off season started Monday. That's going to help you a lot. It's going to make you a better athlete. It's going to make you stronger, faster, everything. And not only that, you're going to be already part of it, and you're just going to grow with it. So great job. So from the Other Guy Sports Show, from Alex, Bobby, AB, Robert, myself, and of course the crew and the camera, Jacob, Jesse, who else? Palomo, who
Cecilia.
else? Cecilia. Oh,
And Dina.
and Dina.
Dina.
They made everything happen, of
Matt.
course, and all.
Matt.
Matt.
There was
Hasta
another
Brisa
girl
que
that was
hizo
there
el
with
prayer.
Jesse and Dina. I
Her
don't know her
daughter.
name.
Dina's daughter.
Yeah, and she did a little.
Oh,
prayer for-
Aradelia, too.
Yeah.
Adelia.
Yeah, Adelia.
and to all our sponsors as well. Thank you, thank you for everything. All
Cash
the-
apps.
and the Cash Apps, HawgNation.
Yes.
Thank you for making the Other Guy
Thank
Sports
you.
Show
I'll
who
put it-
we are.
Yeah,
Put it right there.
Put the cash app.
Right
Now you know why we asked on the cash app.
Yeah.
You saw the quality. It's out of our control.
Yeah,
But, you know,
yeah. We try to.
Thanks to this, guys.
And
Well, to everybody.
We're trying to buy. Me and Robert were talking about getting a better expensive camera, but right now they're at a $3,500 caliber cameras.
Yeah.
So it can be
hopefully-
better. It can be better. The quality can be a
Un
little bit.
sponsor,
that's,
bueno.
that's,
Un
that's,
sponsor, dos
that's where the
sponsors.
sponsors come in and the cash app to give us a boost to
Right.
get
Yeah.
the material that we need.
And like I said, we had to dish out, of course, to UIL for every playoff game, regardless of the sport. Every playoff game, we have to give our fees to UIL. Unfortunately, we couldn't show the game because of somebody already had the rights to it. Which
Y vinieron comiendo pan y baloney, pues no había feria.
But yeah, it's
yeah.
like you said, David.
Yo comí bien.
Every playoff game, sea basketball, sea baseball, sea football,
Volleyball,
every playoff game that it goes live stream, it
gotta
is
pay.
a fee
You gotta pay.
that we have to pay at UIL.
But I know.
And it's been great, guys.
Yeah,
At the
yeah.
end of the day, thank you,
Yeah,
sponsors, and
exactly.
thank you for the cash apps, because I have been able to pay up front. It's been awesome. We're not paying out of our own pocket.
Yes.
It's one of the best feelings to
And
get, as the Other Guy Sports Show.
Yeah, and it helps, believe me, because we don't. Well, I'm sure I don't get paid. I don't know about Robert. He might get paid.
Oh, no, I get paid, though.
Ese tiene su contract and edit mode. Nomás le está
Yeah.
cambie.
Así, add another zero. Add another
Está
zero.
como la computer, por eso. one.
Bro, sacó 75%.
So we all
Bobby,
take.
pero no te ganó por mucho, para que no se notara.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
No.
But we all take time from our busy lives. We all have jobs, and of course, life happens, and sometimes it's hard. But we try very hard to be here, give you the updates, give you the stats and stuff like that. And it's just I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. But again, HawgNation, thank you very much for being a big fan of the Other Guy Sports Show. And again, we will be seeing you.
Yeah, let me add one more thing. Anybody out there interested to if your community, if you're in Goliad, you know what? I want to do what the Other Guy Sports Show. You can do it.
Yeah,
You can do it.
If you're
And reach out.
I reach out and
We'll
we'll give
help you with
you
everything we've done, how we've improved.
anybody, yeah.
exactly do your own thing, because I would like to see your games. Sometimes I'm a big old fan. Sometimes Goliad's playing whoever. It doesn't matter who it is. Could be
Yeah.
La Prior. Could be
And that's
Valde.
what thing I
Unless,
do.
unless they can add on to the Other Guy Sports Show. I've been telling Bobby.
And
Well,
when we started, I
Talk
had
to
told
Bobby, we can get different people.
I had
Yeah.
told Bobby, say, hey, I would like to have one from Carrizo, one
Yep.
from Uvalde, one from La Prior, from different area
That'd be
towns.
awesome.
And then you,
know,
just click
link
in the
to
Other Guy Sports Show and you choose your
Yeah,
team you
whatever,
wanna.
exactly. And it's all volunteered. I mean,
We just,
but
so if you're out there, you're interested being part of this, I'm willing to teach, provide everything we have, and it all starts. It does start with funding. Funding
It's fun.
is crucial. We need the funds to get you your mixer, your headphones, the software. So cuesta dinero,
yeah.
and that's the only problem, and the commitment of of guys like this.
Yo
right
no,
here.
yo no voy a dar nada de information. Yo nomás quiero the other guys sports show. I don't want.
No, no, no. There'll be
Nadie,
no.
nadie,
Pero,
no, no,
pero they
no,
puede ser
no.
other guys sports
No,
show.
no, no.
Chorizo.
Aquí
Other
se-
guys sports show.
aquí comenzó y aquí se acaba.
Other guys sports show. Goliath.
Ya comenzó.
Exactly.
No, I
And
get what you're
then,
saying.
and then you just click on the other guy's sports show. Oh, let me see which game of the week is here. Okay, we're picking up Seguin.
Well, basically, that's what NFHS is doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they charge.
Pero
Why,
they,
Bobby?
They charge the community. I feel like we can make it happen. You know, we can put you in under our umbrella if you want, or you can create your own.
You know,
It's
man.
like I said.
You know,
why
you
not
know, coach.
us?
You know, coach.
Oh,
You know.
you're selfish.
Yeah.
No, but it would be nice que
Y luego lo va a
que
hablar
como dice
Hondo.
NHS, pero
No,
the other guy's
no,
sports show.
Hey,
pum.
Bobby,
A cualquier
y luego
quiero
te va a
ver
hablar
de
Hondo.
gol.
Hey, can I?
Todos son buenos.
No, pues,
Under the other guy's sports show.
yeah. This is getting
Yeah, yeah,
carried
yeah.
away.
Podemos hablar una hour.
But anyway, thank you, HawgNation, for
Yeah,
being with
let's
us.
go,
The
let's
other
go.
guys, sports show. Thank you very much. We love you guys. Thank
Great
you for
season.
joining us.
Great season.
Great season. We'll see you next August for the 25-26 season, and it's going to be exciting. Can't wait. But until then, let's watch all these other sports as they
Yeah,
succeed.
we're gonna do basketball soon.
Yeah. So from the Other Guys Sports Show, thank you for joining us. Remember, at the end of the day, be loud, be proud, because we are green and go.
Till we're dead and cold.
Go Hogs.
Go Hogs!